This is Piss Moan, and he's drinking tea. Coffee? Tea.
Tea. Do you know me?
It was not a coffee pot.
It's because it's like the easiest way to make tea. You can microwave a cup, or you can just dump it in there and let it steep by itself. Perfect amount of time. It works great.
Actually, what works even better is if you've got one of those like industrial coffee makers, like at work. They've got a hot water spigot, so it just comes out basically boiling water. So you just put it in. Fastest you can do.
Well, it's the fastest way to get hot water. It's not the fastest way to steep it correctly, because coffee pot will actually steep it correctly. And you can use the dispenser for loose leaf tea if you want.
That's true. And I don't care. This is Piss and Moan, and we don't do intros.
Welcome.
I like
Glad you could make it today.
I like having this kind of side conversation for the intro of every video. It's like completely unrelated. So if anyone comes and watches this unfamiliar with it, they're going to be, what the heck?
Yeah, we could just edit out the first 5 minutes of each video and string them together to see what happens.
This is our review of Van Helsing.
No, it's not. You're going to confuse people who come back later. Us.
So this is a Piss and Moan review of
Meg.
Meg, yes. We're doing Meg first. Phenomenal. Absolute masterpiece. I went in with pretty low expectations. This looked like a... What is it, a B movie?
It looked like a C, D, or F movie. I needed a laugh, and that's exactly what I got.
I'll put it to you this way. This is competing for Best Movie of the Year for me, because I'm a complete degenerate.
Oh, man. I would put it in my top 5. It's just a fun ride.
It really is. From start to finish, its pacing is great. The comedy is gold. And it is gold. And even for me at least, parts that weren't supposed to be funny were some of the funniest.
You embarrassed us in theater. Do you want me to? I'm telling him.
Yes. This to put in perspective, this movie is so funny to me that I was that guy that was laughing so hard at the movie theaters that people were looking.
Oh my god! I was hiding my face.
My wife was hitting me.
It's just, oh man!
I was laughing so hard.
This guy.
Because I laughed so hard. I didn't realize. I was completely oblivious. I was just laughing so hard.
I'm
like, why are you hitting me? People are looking. And I'm like, oh, really? I was that guy. I am thoroughly embarrassed. I've never been that guy before, but I'll be better next time.
And it was an interesting plot, too, because... I thought the plot
was dumb.
No, I thought the movie was over. Well, here, all right, we'll get it.
There was a number of points where I thought it was over. Yeah,
it just kept going, and I was like, "Wow, this is interesting." And the humor's good. The acting is all great. The acting is way better than the movie deserves.
Way better than the movie deserves. The acting was phenomenal. They had good child actors. I don't think there was an actor in the movie I didn't like.
My only complaint was the CEO guy was too much of a cliche asshole for the movie. I mean, it didn't make sense as an actual person. He was just there to be a movie antagonist.
No, that kind of person exists. In big business, those guys are the...
He was too good of an actor for that. That's my big problem. Is when... All right.
That's how you get that big, though. To get that powerful, you need to be that good of an actor. You have not seen the levels of bullshit that happens at top level executive.
Maybe, but because I know the bullshit I've seen is easy to see through. At the levels I've been at,
it kind of should have been there too. He was obviously full of bullshit through the whole movie.
It was the one scene that did it for.
Oh, can we get I know which one. Well, okay. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
I'll give it a 9.
It was phenomenal. I loved it.
It was good.
It is easily in contention for Best Movie of the Year.
It's definitely in my top 5 as of right now.
If you're going to see one movie a year this year, it would have been either Meg or MI6 for me. So far. And it's a real toss-up for me.
And for me, it's Meg if you haven't seen the other Mission Impossibles.
Ooh, that's a good point. Mission Impossible, it relied a little bit. That would have been my biggest complaint about it, actually, is because I didn't remember the last one. Okay. And I felt a little out of the loop.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah. Meg is standalone, Mission Impossible, best sequel. You know, we can start doing categories categorizing our awards at the end of the year if we want.
Ooh, best sequel, best comedy, worst all around in all categories. Never won that.
And Last Jedi can win that every year.
Yeah, that's getting it this year again. I don't even care. It's getting it again. In honor of Solo, Last Jedi gets worst movie of the year.
Yeah. It's like when Yahtzee gave Dark Souls 2 best game of the year for Dark Souls.
It really, I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna probably do that. Nothing this year comes close to being as bad as that.
I'm trying to remember because I saw something. Oh, Christopher Robin. I hated Christopher Robin.
Justice League was that this year, and that was really bad.
That wasn't. Was that this year?
Maybe. It was really bad.
It was. Honestly, for me, Justice League was more of watching the little kid in the corner try to draw a picture of a horse, and it's just terrible. Like, good job, Billy. It looks really good.
I'll admit, it's worth seeing because that was my opinion as well. Like, I wanted to see it because I knew it was going to be so bad. I was not prepared. 2017, it was last year. It can get worst movie of the year to this year as well.
I don't know. The Last Jedi still beats it out.
You're probably right. But so
Aquaman can get worst character. My man.
Oh my god. My man.
Righteous.
You're so... We're reviewing this right now. Meg. Spoilers.
Spoiler time. Oh my god.
The comedy was gold. I mean, do your line.
Oh my god. No, just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming.
And you're just like, this is really happening right now.
It's like super serious. It's tension. Just keep swimming.
And this is a good way to bring tension. It's a horror movie, but it keeps it light enough that you don't feel uncomfortable or sad watching.
It was a horror movie. I was just laughing my ass off through. I was laughing so hard throughout it.
The characters were fun. I like how it didn't shoehorn.
Shoehorn.
Shoes. Oh my god, shoes. 2000 called. I want their memes back.
But the romance wasn't so...
No, it wasn't over the top.
Yeah, it was actually really tastefully done. And it actually was really tastefully done. It was really well done.
It was a good way to drag him in, but they didn't focus on it. Because when they brought it up in the beginning, I thought, oh great, it's going to be one of those movies.
Yeah, it really wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
It was just an aspect of the movie.
And that was one of the funny scenes. This is probably one of the most uncomfortable moments of my life.
I don't remember which one though.
When the little girl is trying to hook them
up
with their mom.
Like the child actress, that kid.
God, she was so good.
She did fantastic work.
Put some of the child actors in Transformers to shame.
Well, that's not fair. It put many of the adult actors in Transformers to shame. Actually, it pretty much fair. Put the entire acting cast of Transformers to shame.
To be fair, Transformers puts Transformers to shame, so...
Yeah. About the only thing Transformers doesn't put to shame is Last Jedi.
This is how you develop a character better than that.
My face is my badge!
My face is my mutiny.
That may be one of the worst lines I've ever heard.
My face is my warrant.
My face is my warrant. That's what it was. That may have been worse than any line in the Star Wars movies.
Oh, man.
And there are some bad ones in Justice League, too. We have to do the Justice League just to hit on that one. But Meg, great. So good. So funny. The lines were so on point. They kept catching me off guard. Statham would just come off with a one-liner that was just so out of the blue.
And my favorite part of the movie, my favorite moment was they've got the beach scene where the shark comes and one of the guys stands up. Oh my god! And he's just looking at a raft of girls over that part of the water. So that's when I lost it.
So my favorite part was the beach scene as well, but for a different part. There is these guys in like the big inflatable balls that they'd run around, and they're out on the water, like running over people with it.
And trying to get away from the shark.
Well, the shark's coming, and it sure just hits you, and he's running in there, and he's just running over all that. I'm laughing at that because he's just like, running over all the people, and I'm like, he's gonna get eaten. And pow! And the little like insert goes flying, and I couldn't control myself.
And
I
that's
was
when
laughing
people
so
were
hard.
looking at you.
Well, because everyone's screaming, people are dying. It's the scary part. I'm just laughing so hard.
And it does a nice job of being so over the top that you don't have to try and take it seriously. Jason Statham flying 50 feet in the air to stab the shark through the eye with a harpoon. It's like, hell yeah, I don't care if that's unrealistic as hell. That's awesome.
Yeah. This was my Fast and the Furious for the year. My Deadpool of the year. This was much better Deadpool than Deadpool was. Than Deadpool 2 was, at least.
And all the characters had something to do.
Everyone grew as characters, and there was...
My two big complaints for the movie were... What was the Mountain? Was that the guy's name? It was the big guy that they saved from the first submarine.
Yeah, he didn't need to die.
He just goes on to die later. That wasn't...
It was such a pointless death.
Yeah.
There was a lot of really good deaths. I didn't feel bad about any of the deaths except his.
The grandpa's was a good way for him to go.
The doctor, I felt, was the same deal. The only death I felt they could have done with it, like he could have just been in the movie for the rest of the movie. It would have been fine. There was no point to kill him off. That would be my only real complaint as well.
And then the scene that we were talking about earlier with the CEO, where he walks in and he's grieving with the people, because that felt like a genuine moment to me. That was the first genuine moment out of him, and then it's off to kill the shark and later.
Yeah, that was totally believable to me. That I didn't have no problem with that. You haven't done enough with executive culture. And I am not kidding. Not in the least bit. Not in the least bit.
Well, enough criticism of modern society. This movie's great. Go see it.
Culture is, yeah.
I guess I haven't even been as high as him, and I hate it.
It's horrible. And on that note, it's still not as bad as Last Jedi.
Well, when you put it like that.
So, any words of wisdoms for the viewer?
Don't go get eaten by sharks.